with Ross, with Bob Ross. Have any of you been watching that?
May it happen in the way that it is to you good. May it happen on earth in the same way as in the spirit world. Give us now the food we need this day. Strip us of our sins. Give us back what we have lost, so that we, the slaves of sin, may be good with you again. Do not lead us into temptation. May we be whole, away from all things evil. Through your chiefly position is the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
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 Now let us say the Lord's Prayer in Maori. Te mātou, mātua e rangi, kia tapu tō, kia taimai, kia iti anō
o te rangi.
Hau mai,
Kia mātou anō.
Kia ma mātou
Tēnā rā.
Rua mātaha.
Mātou hoki e muru nei. Tikanga e ora.
Mātou e kauea kia whakawaia.
Mātou i kāwea ki
Engari i whakaurangia mātou i
Kāre
te
e whakarangia mātou. Hoki ki rangiritanga. Tika. Would you like to mute yourselves, or do you want me to do that control? I think if we mute ourselves so we can just have Jacinta, that helps the recording.
I don't know how to do that.
You don't know how to mute. I can mute you, so that's fine. But just if you know how, that puts you in control. Okay.
Yep. Ka pai. Ka pai. Morena koutou, tēnei te mihi atu kia koutou mō tēnei wā. Kua whiti te rā. The sun is up high. The sun has risen. Kua whiti te rā. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, kia ora mai tātou. Nice to be back. Week 2. So who's going to do the karanga for me? Only kidding. I'd like to, let me just share the screen. But welcome back, and welcome to some new faces from Manu. And of course I hadn't met Kim. Now I know is an enabler. And it's lovely to meet you. I may have met you in one of the conferences in the past, so do forgive me if I can't remember you straight off the top of my head, my grey-haired head. This morning, I just want to recap, if I could, on the karanga, if it'll work for me. Karanga kaihapa that I recorded is up in Dropbox. I'm presuming everyone had access to that. That resource. I did a couple of versions, and I think I explained last week that you know, you can put quite a few little sort of nuances in there, because it is a karanga, it is a kōwhiri, welcoming. So you can put actions in there. But usually when we talk about atua and kapahaka, we point up. And just so that you know, the wiri, this is called a wiri of the hand. The wiri means that nothing is stagnant, or it doesn't stay still. So when you do kapahaka, you'll see them all doing this. It means the words that I sing, the words that I emanate from myself, goes out and never keeps still. So atua, we always point up in kapahaka, always. Haere mai, we always do that type of thing, to come. Mai means to come towards. M-A-I, haere mai, means to come towards. Haere atu, A-T-U, means to go away from. So in a karanga or a kōwhiri, it's always haere mai. If you were farewelling a friend who has passed away on a marae, when you get inside and you sing a waiata, you would say haere atu to the dead person, and be with God. So that's the difference between mai, which is a pōwhiri and welcome, and haere atu. But the Karanga kaihapa, as you know, is haere mai. It's on page, can anybody remember? You can, if you want to speak, just push your space bar and then let it go when you speak. Anyone want to tell me where it is?
489.
Well done. It's on page 489. Haere mai, you'll see it's opening words. Haere mai, come. Haere mai, haere mai, e te kahui a te atua. Haere mai, tangohia e nei kai rangatira a te karaiti. Haere mai, haere mai. So I encourage you to go into the, into our Dropbox and just keep practicing it and keep practicing it and keep practicing it until you feel that maybe you could do this. Run it by a couple of your colleagues. Get together with a couple of people within your church. Have a bit of a, come on, let's do this. Put the clip up somewhere, play it, and then go. Have a go. Play it and have a go. And the only way to get good at it is to just keep doing it over and over again. And then you'll get that lilt that I talk about. Haere mai. It'll come naturally. And every time you think of karanga, and every time you think of pōwhiri, you'll always remember haere mai. It'll just come naturally to you. Oh, shall we do a karanga? Shall we do a pōwhiri to the kaihapa or communion? Kaihapa is communion. Kai is food, hapa is supper. Breaking that word down, kaihapa. Maori always use kaihapa for communion. So food, supper equals communion. Karanga kaihapa. So you might decide, shall we do the karanga kaihapa? And then you'll get better at it if you keep doing it. But I want to take us through something a little different today. The vowel sounds. I'm not sure how confident you are. Some of you, of course, will be more confident than others. I get that. But this is the real basis of the language in terms of people being able to understand you. So the difference between, say, A and R is huge. If you say Ray, I'll never know what you're saying, because Ray is spelled R-E-I in Maori, if you put an R in front of the A. But if you say it R, I know you mean day, today, ta. So R as in car, E as in jet, bed, said. And this is where a lot of people get them sort of mixed up. It's the E and the I. The E is E, and the I is E. Kite, K-I, kite. So if we were saying like kaihapa, for instance, if we slowed it down, we would be saying kai, kai, kai hapa, kai hapa. You'll hear some people, certainly myself, if you've heard me ever do kaihapa, celebrate the communion, you'll always hear me elongate the word, like T-O-U. It's tō. Most people say it too quickly and they say tō. Tō is different, T-O. It's a different word. So the emphasis on the vowels is quite important in terms of what people hear and in terms of understanding what you're trying to say. So that's a really good example. Tāu, T-A-U. It's all in the prayer book, especially in kaihaka during communion. People will say tau for T-A-U and people will say tau for T-O-U, but they're different. They're not the same word. So if you were going to say T-A-U, you would go tau. That emphasis on the A, tau. If you're going to say T-O-U, the emphasis is on the O, tō, tō. So if you just, let's go back just a couple of pages in the prayer book, just to give you an example, where they're all strung together quite a lot. If you go to page 486 and just go up to the top where it says Pāoho, Pāoho ana tāu kupu, tāu kupu. Kia te aho te marama nā ka marama, e te ahu tonu nei tōu maramatanga. So there's a tāu and a tōu together. And they sound different. But some people you'll hear Māori, I'm saying, you'll hear some Māori just go tō on both occasions. And on a personal level, it hurts my ears. It just hurts my ears, especially for a Māori, not to say it properly. So, T-A-U, tāu, T-O-U, tō. So the emphasis on the vowels is quite important. It'll give you confidence when you learn them. So, a, e, I, o, u. So it's not you, it's u. A, e, I, o, u. Now, many times you'll see where it's written, it's got a macron over the top. And when it's got a macron over the top, it actually sounds longer. Ah, so ngā, N-G-A, ngā. But if it didn't have the macron, it would be ngā. So with the macron, it's a. Without the macron, it's a. E, e. I, I. O, o. U, u. Now, if you go to the prayer book online on our Anglican website, you'll see that all the liturgy in the prayer book has been macronized. It's not macronized in your book yet, but the new version coming out probably by September this year will have all the macrons in there for you. So then you'll learn how to elongate that sound. Nah. Once it's got the macron over the top of it, you know, oh, hang on, this is not ngā, this is ngā. And it'll help you with that. But I want to take you through a little exercise. So we can sit at our desks. Everyone can see that. Ki mai Māori. Ki mai, what does mai mean? We already know that from haere mai, means to come towards you. Ki, the word ki, in this particular context, means, Māori, you know what that means. It means speak to me Māori, or speak to me in Māori, or give it to me in Māori. Ki mai Māori. Speak to me in Māori. So you're asking something else to come back to you in Māori. And so this is a song, or it's a chant actually, on the vowels. And so let's just, if you can do it just with me, a, which is a, is like this. So can you make that particular, yep, a, e, it's e, 3 fingers facing, or really it should be that way, if you can see. So it's an e, E, which is an I, or U. So this is how it goes. You can come along with the actions. Ki mai Māori, ki mai a, ki mai a, ki mai a, ki mai Māori, ki mai e, ki mai e, ki mai e, ki mai Māori, ki mai i, ki mai i, ki mai i. Ki mai Māori, ki mai o, ki mai o, ki mai o. Ki mai Māori, ki mai u, ki mai u, ki mai u, ki mai Māori, he. That's how that goes. So I'm going to ask you to stand up, because there's a little bit of actions that go with it. So when you're in a room and you're talking with people, and it might be in your context, there are three ki mai ki mai ki mai You need to go to your left, to your center, to your right, and then ki, you hit your legs. Ki mai Māori, so hit your legs. Ki mai Māori, ki mai ki mai ki mai ki mai Māori, ki mai e, ki mai e, ki mai e, ki mai Māori, ki mai i, ki mai i, ki mai i. Ki mai Māori, ki mai o, ki mai o, ki mai o, ki mai Māori, ki mai u, ki mai u, ki mai u, ki mai Māori, he. Yay! So that's just a little AEIOU pronunciation thing. But I'll play you this little clip. I didn't make this up, I learnt this. You may all remember Ihumata, the protest, the Maori land protest out at Ihumata last year. I was very much a part of that. I'm a bit of an activist at heart. And I was out there, and this was on day 3 of the occupation out at Ihumata. And we had nothing. We had no shelter, we had nothing. So everything was still sort of coming in. And this kaumātua stood up. He was lovely. And he taught us this. And I've loved it ever since. So I'll play you the clip. Here he is.
Ki mai Māori, ki mai ki mai ki mai ki mai Māori, ki mai ki mai ki mai ki mai Māori, ki mai ki mai ki mai ki mai Māori, ki mai ki mai o ki mai o. Ki mai Māori, ki mai ki mai ki mai ki mai Māori, ki mai he.
So that's the kaumātua who actually shared that with all the people gathered at Ihumata. So that's out at Ihumata on the 3rd day of occupation by Māori on that land. So I'll bring that in every now and again, just a little bit of fun. We'll probably do it again before the end of the day. Oh, okay. Let's move on to He Tikanga Whakapono on page 481. Some of you were already familiar with it. I know when I started singing it last week, some of you actually started nodding your heads and you were actually familiar with it. Most Maori churches chant it. I haven't been to a Maori church yet that just says it. We've always chanted it. I'll record it for you and upload it into Dropbox for you so that you can get the tune. So it goes. Ko koe te atua tapu te tino atua. Nau te mana te ihi te wehi. Nau te ao te mauri te ora. Nau te katoa I te rangi te whenua ko koe tonu. Te atua. Ko koe te maramatanga. O te ao. I te ahora koe I roto I te tauri. Kia puta ke tau tamako I hu. Karaiti. Hei pau toko manawa mo te ao ko koe tonu. Te atua. Ko koe te wairua. Tapu. Ko koe takuraka. Ko koe taku. Toko toko. Ko koe taku oranga. Nā koe. Ko koe tonu rā. Te atua. Gloria. Ia koe. It's a beautiful chant. And because it's the affirmation of faith, certainly many people end up in tears. They end up crying, they get goosebumps because they know that they're affirming their faith. Most people should know that they're actually affirming their faith. Some people don't, they just go through it like a parrot, but it is the affirmation of faith. And when that's sung in 3/4 part harmony, it is absolutely beautiful. And it's one of my favorite parts of the liturgy, of that particular chant. You'll find in some circles also that they only say those bits that have the melody on the end, and you'll hear that it's quite repetitive. It goes up and then it comes down and up and down and up and down. And people only come in on tino atua, te wehi, te ora, te atua. But actually, I encourage them to say the whole thing with me. to sing the whole thing with me, because otherwise they're not actually affirming their faith. And so I try and stop them from just letting a leader sing it. We should all be singing it. But it's quite a monotone, chant at the beginning. It's only those 2 words at the end. Ko koe te atua tapu, te. So just before you finish, te no atua. No, then you start on the same note. No te mana te ihi, te wehi. You start on the same note. No te ao te Maori. So it's a nice way to remember how to go to each line. You always start on the same note. And so, for someone who doesn't have a voice, I hope that hasn't been too painful for you. That's he tikanga Whakapono. I'll go through the translation of it afterwards, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to send you off into breakout rooms. Pack you off into some breakout rooms, which does it automatically. It does it randomly. And what I'd like you to do is to actually have a go at it. Talk about the translation. I'll leave you in the rooms for 10 minutes. Talk about the translation on the other side, and when you come back, we'll unpack that a little bit more. Cool? So don't forget to unmute yourselves when you get into the breakout room. Now, we've just got to work out how to do the breakout room. Where am I? Breakout rooms.